What is going on? Episode 72 is here, baby. Spooktober is in full effect. Had to do the graphic with it. I mean, video, music, hype. Gotta go all out here, boys. But I'm excited to be here. All the dudes are here. It just feels right. That's what Tim said when we first hopped on. We got Tim, the Dr. Fana, Evan, Preacher Man Fitzsimmons, Slate, Coach, Devin, Slate, and then Matt, across the pond, piss right up Whitehorn, is in the building, baby. Let's go. Let's have a day. Boys, welcome to episode 72. This is going to be electric. It's going to be fun. We got baseball, footy, college football, pro football. We got everything. You asked for it. We got you. We even got John Gruden's emails. We'll say that for another time. Here we go. Baseball playoffs are heating up. Hell of some games so far. This is a little outdated graphic, but that's okay. Boston's already clinched. They've already beat the Rays. They're out. They're done. Put them through a table. But Slate, you're a big baseball guy. Take it away for us.
Yeah, postseason, action, craziness, baseball. Let's have a good time. All right, so right now the Astros clinched the first round, so they're moving on to the ALCS. Sorry, blank there, and so did the Red Sox, which honestly kind of surprising to me, but they're red hot right now. Dodgers and Giants, they're playing tonight at 9. Giants have a 2-1 lead on the Dodgers, looking to close them out tonight. And then the Brewers and the Braves are playing as we speak. Games tied 2-2 last time I checked, and I think around the 4th inning. So Braves are looking to close out the Brewers. Personally, for me, I'm really feeling the Braves. They're another hot team right now. Honestly, I don't know that the Giants or that the Dodgers can beat the Giants right now. Giants are playing out of their mind. And really, as much as I hate to say it, the Astros are looking pretty damn good as well. They just closed out the White Sox today 10-1. So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great ALCS and NLCS. So just looking forward to seeing who is actually going to go.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Can we talk about just the Red Sox and the run they've made? Where, I mean, they go against the Yankees in wild card. They should not have won it, but they do. And now they easily take care of the Rays. I mean, how good are the Red Sox?
They're white hot right now, man. So I think Kike Hernandez went. That was an insane stat. I think that this was 4 or 5 days ago, but in like the first 3 or 4 games, I want to say 3. The at bats seem kind of about right. So about first 3 games, he went like 9 for 10, and that's just like unheard of. Like that, it's insane. They've also got Kyle Schwarber, who's playing really well. Nathan Eovaldi, who has pitched lights out this season and throughout the postseason. It's just great baseball. It's tough to beat a team when they can encompass everything. And right now their hitting's on fire, pitching's doing their job. And anytime they have to play in Boston, I mean, as you'll know, Boston fans are ruthless, so that's a tough place to play and an iconic ballpark.
Yeah, that Green Monster, unforgiven.
Yeah, it really is. I think that's what screwed the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton, if y'all saw it last week in the 1-for-1 game, loser is out. Tanked a ball. Anywhere else, that thing's gone. Starts his home run trot and ends up just being a single instead of a double, potentially triple. So, dumb base running by him. But, as an Orioles fan, I don't pull for the Sox or the Yankees or really the Rays. So it's been a tough postseason for me. Tough. Yeah. But if anybody's going to do it, might as well be the AL East.
That's the way I look at it. You're going to lose to champs and at least come from the division.
Right.
But, hey, listeners, watchers, this is the time to watch baseball. If you're like the other 4 of us who don't watch baseball, October, key baseball month. Only baseball month for me. Do
really
it.
is. Really is.
Any other baseball stuff we want to talk about?
I don't think anything too crazy is going on other than just, obviously postseason. Yeah, watch some baseball, y'all. I'm telling you, it's way more intense in the postseason. If you're ever going to get into it, this is one I would recommend starting to watch.
This is the time. Now, moving on to another love of yours. It's grown to it. NHL, my bookie, you got to hop on this quick, like right now. My bookie has a lock of the season. If anybody scores in the Golden Knights Krakens game, which, hey, Slate, big Kraken guy.
Big Kraken guy.
You get free money. Go ahead. You can bet up to $25. You're going to get $25. That's free money. Go ahead. Use my bookie and use that lock of the season. We did it for the Buccaneers and Cowboys game. Free $25. You can't go wrong getting a plus. But I'm excited. Hockey's back tonight, boys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
Is that the only game tonight?
We got Maple Leafs and Boston. Little Toronto Bruins, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hockey, it's back. This is like key sports month right here. Everything's popping up. NBA's coming back. NHL, baseball, football on all levels. October is where it's at. Greatest month in the year.
I don't know.
I'll put my hot take in there.
That's a pretty hot take.
In Premier League, I can't forget about Matt across the pond there. Footy. Everything's going right now. It's breaking stuff. Well, let's move on. College football. Boys, huge upsets. We always have our Saturday show, so we won't go too much into it, but we've got to talk about it. Texas A&M takes down number 1 Bama. Ole Miss upsets number 13 Arkansas. And Boise State takes down number 10 BYU. Major, major upsets in college football. Is there anything that really shocked us about that? I mean, for me, it's the obvious.
Yeah, that's the wildest thing I've ever heard. Fucking like, Texas A&M out of everybody.
Rising from the ashes like a phoenix. The first assistant of Nick Saban to actually beat him. I think the record was 26-0. Change that, 26-1 now. Undertaker streak. Done. Dead. Throw a table. Nick Saban no longer undefeated against former assistants.
I think for me, the biggest surprise in college football right now is just who's at the top. Like as you think about like, okay, Clemson, they were spoiled early. Now Bama's gone. It's like you got Cincinnati number 3. You got Iowa number 2. It's just like I'd love to see just a playoff that isn't Ohio State, Bama, Clemson, and whoever else you throw in there. So it's just shaping up to be, it could be 4 teams that haven't been there, which would be great for college football.
It'd be huge. And, Iowa, shout out to them. I thought Penn State was going to roll through them. They lost. Penn State that was their last loss, was to Iowa last year. I thought they had the game circled in a calendar, circled in red, painted, had the clock up on the wall for 365 days. Nope. Iowa holds on to get the big win there. And Iowa's for real. A lot of college football teams are kind of, this playoffs, I'm with you. I think it's going to be up in the air. Who's going to take those 4 spots? And I'm here for it.
I'm a big fan of that Iowa team. That's a hard-nosed football team.
That's a blue-collar team right there.
Yeah, that's a corn-shucking team right there. Them boys get out in the field after practice and shuck some corn out in Iowa.
Shucking the hell out of it.
In between tornado bricks.
Yeah. Now, the other big storyline, Oklahoma takes down Texas in a shootout. One hell of a game. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it went back and forth. I was glued to my TV all day watching it. Spencer Rattler, benched, one of the Heisman favorite going into the season. We talked about him last week. He got booed by his home fans. Now he's officially benched for the true freshman, Caleb Williams, coming in. And Williams was dicing Saturday night. Spencer Rattler, I think, it's tap out, man. He might have the Urban Meyer, John Gruden career. He's out the door real quick.
I think that I saw a clip of him like running out of the stadium, not celebrating with the team, and somebody was like running straight to the transfer portal.
He's about to dive in.
Wow, that was actually a nice little note there.
Oh, thank
Damn,
you.
Parker.
I've been working on my Trey songs. Yeah.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll leave for sure. And I also saw that they've had attitude issues with him in the past, but they just kind of like let it slide. But now that they've got a backup that obviously got the job done, it sounds like this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I think with social media now, like even if nobody on the team noticed it, that's going to be the thing that everybody's talking about. His teammates are going to know that now. So
he's dead. Done. Get him out of there. I agree. I mean, going back to QB1 under the lights, he had an attitude. I think he's always grown up with an attitude. And athletes, here's a lesson. There's always someone better than you. Wait and take your spot, no matter where you're at. So there it is. Well, let's talk about Week 5 NFL. It was crazy. It was bumping. And we've got to talk about just the brand. The brand did not have a good look. Combined to miss 13 extra points, which are supposed to be gimmies. 14 field goals were missed. Matt, I know you were up on the phone calling GM saying, hey, I can come kick the damn ball. I'll do it for you. Mason Crosby's getting old, whatever it might be. But, man, for the brand, kickers did not look good this week.
I think kickers are so undervalued. I know it's quite controversial, but you know when they're undervalued, where it all falls apart is the only time you actually ever notice them.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then obviously I had an absolute nightmare, and it's just one of those weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I know for Rodrigo, he was battling with a hip injury during the week, and I don't know how much that affects your kicking game, but oh my gosh, that Ravens game, it was crazy. The Ravens, they won me 2 beers off Friends because when it was 22-3, I just said Ravens are gonna win this game. And I was like, I think part of it is I was a little bit bullshitting, but part of it was like I know it's gonna get close. I know Lamar's gonna get him back in it, but oh my gosh, those kicks at the end, like Devin, I know you're the Birds guy here, but I'm sure you were just like, how is this happening? How did he actually miss? I thought that was more atrocious than the Bengals Packers misses.
it was brutal, very brutal. Yeah, I don't even know where to start on the Ravens game, and I don't want to take up an hour.
Yeah. But shout out to Calais Campbell with a clean block. Yeah,
Hey,
and the only
he
thing
had to
with
come
the
through app eventually, right?
Yeah, and the only thing with Crosby is we know, if you've watched Mason Crosby over the years, he has those games where he just gets in his head and he just gets rattled and he'll miss. I think it was against the Lions one year. He missed 5 field goals in a game. I mean, he really was going through it. And I don't know. It's one of those things, as a Packers fan, you're just ready for it. You're like, is this the game? But then he also is clutch. He can have those clutch moments. So shout out to LaFleur for just putting him out there at the end. Just kind of get the demons behind him and move on and get the workman's win. So yeah, not a good week for kickers by any means.
Yeah. Hot take. I think they bounce back hard with vengeance next week, week 6. I think we see kickers go 100%.
Rob Baronis, a 10 field goal game.
Yeah. If I'm an OC, I'm putting my kicker out there every play. Whatever. We're doing it. No, honestly, I think kickers bounce back. I don't think the brand's dead. I'm not ready to put him through a table yet, but had a lot of people on Twitter asking for kickers to be taken out of the game. I disagree with.
That's so stupid.
Brutal.
So stupid.
Yeah. I get it. The other big news. John Gruden got the axe last night live on Monday Night Football. John Gruden, no longer part of the Raiders. This whole thing started when the league was investigating Washington's owner, Mr. Allen, and they went through 660,000 emails, found Gruden's. That led to the New York Times uncovering more emails. And John Gruden, I mean, I don't know if you guys have read through the emails. He said some things that you just cannot say if I was a player or assistant coach, I would not want to be associated with that man. And I think a lot of organizations took that to heart. Tampa Bay removed him from the Ring of Honor last night, this morning. And I think he's done. Dead. Put him through a table 12 levels deep. He ain't coming back. I mean, there's no way you come back from this.
Yeah, and this is sentimental to me. I love Gruden, and I've done Gruden impressions on this show a lot of the time. And the thing that I find, I mean, one is clearly, like, I think we can all agree, like, in this day and age, it's just a time of saying there's a no-fly zone for this stuff. Like, you can't just say these things, and they're starting to crack down on it, just in the sense of, football's, the NFL is a league that is about just kind of building brotherhood and family, and at least that's what they're striving for. At the same time, I have to lift this up. I thought it was very interesting that Tony Dungy and Mike Tirico spoke. They spoke first on NBC. Mike Tirico, who worked alongside Gruden on the Monday night when they did Monday Night Football together, and then Dungy, I'm not sure their connection other than Dungy. He coached Tampa Bay before Gruden got there, but they were both basically backing him, like, and maybe not backing him, but saying like that they felt his apology was sincere, and they know Gruden the man. Tim Brown spoke out, Hall of Famer Tim Brown, wide receiver for the Raiders, and he spoke about how he just, Gruden, that he knew, that this was just not what he knew as John Gruden, and just like, again, just kind of said, like, I'm with him. He's still my coach and have a tremendous respect. I'm even just curious to hear from the players, and part of it is, the racist comment is probably what's made the headlines. But I think the email that was most head scratching was when Michael Sam was eligible for the draft. Gruden said, we're not going to draft queers. And that was an eyebrow raising comment. I thought that was worse than some of the other things because it was so blatant. But now the Raiders, they have an openly gay player, and I can't remember what's his name.
Nielsen. I'm going blank on his name.
Yeah,
I apologize.
But so I'd be curious. I'm even curious as this moves forward. I don't know. I just think in relationship to John Gruden, what do his players think about this? And, technically Gruden, he resigned. Is he kind of took that step and didn't want to be a distraction or whatever reasons were behind that. But it's very interesting. I'm paying attention to just kind of the people that he is such a player's coach. And I feel like he is very personable and has good relationships with people, that it's like, if you're going to label Gruden a racist or homophobic or whatever, I just am a little more like, I'd like to see more of this and not just let the echo chamber kind of carry this. But at the same time, it's understanding what he said was really messed up. and like, that's this day and age. It's time to clean up a little bit. But
yeah, to note, this is all done when he was ESPN. He was not coaching an organization. All these emails were dug up when he was not associated with an organization, with a program or with a damn team, a franchise. But yeah, I get your point, Fitz. Yeah, absolutely. Boys, anything else?
I'm interested to see. Oh, go ahead, Tim.
All right, somebody go. Let's go.
I mean, he jumped before he was pushed, wasn't he? You can't say or think stuff like this anymore. Simple as that. Something else really to be said, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard today. I heard the argument at work that it was a different time back then, and my repose to that is, is there a time frame for being a bad human and when you're not a bad human anymore? Like I don't care if it's 50 years ago. If you have to be a leader or fake being this leader at the expense of others, you're a scrub, and I would consider you a bad human. Whether that's politics, football, a manager at a healthcare center. It doesn't matter what it is.
Well, like, and I also don't want to be like, part of it is I'm such a contrarian that that I just like want to play devil's advocate sometimes. So like, what was the Robert Kraft thing that happened a few years ago? Like, didn't Robert Kraft do something like
he got busted in a massage parlor.
Yeah, he was soliciting prostitution, right?
Yeah. So then what was he reprimanded? Was he forced to leave that organization, or was it just kind of hush it, like, hush hush,
some fines
under the rug? Like, I mean, and then the Urban Meyer thing, is like, so you have, and these are all, it's different. Obviously, I think Gruden's emails carry more weight than some of these other things, but it does raise the question. It's like, what is deemed as like, this is absolutely not going to happen. And we look at Deshaun Watson and he's out of a job. I mean, it's interesting, just kind of like like some things carry certain weight. But I did think about like Robert Kraft. I'm like, it is crazy that you can solicit prostitution, but you can't call Roger Goodell a faggot and work. That's basically what Gruden did. He called Roger Goodell a faggot. That was one of the anti-gay things. I'm not trying to like make a joke. I'm just trying to name it, because so much of this has been in headlines. All you see is Gruden made, racist comments, homophobic comments, but they don't post the comments. They don't say what was said. And so part of it is just like naming it and like just trying to like sort through what's actually going on here.
Slate.
I'm interested to see what this will bring from other coaches. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to become a crackdown. It would not surprise me if there was a good sweep of a lot of coaches in the league, which is what's needed.
Yeah, I think you're right. The NFL Players Association demanding to release those emails, and I think they're going to get their way. You have to. You got to let the darkness out of the closet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they will do it. I mean, look how sketchy the NFL's been, and Dan Snyder got a slap on the wrist for having his staff members allegedly take nude photos of cheerleaders and email them. Like things like that are just like, the NFL is just, I don't know. It's really sketchy. And all this, it's almost like they found this email and they said, you know what? Who are we going to F over today? Let's F over Gruden. Okay, leak an email. And what I am troubled with is that this isn't the first time they've come to this crossroad. Surely there's been other times where they're like, oh, we're gonna bury that deep unless we need it. And it seemed like it was this convenient time for them to push Gruden out. So I don't know.
Are you saying Urban Meyer, Tim Tebow conspired to leak John Gruden's email to get Urban out of hot water? Is that what you're saying right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying the NFL sketch as hell right now.
No, it is sketchy, and you're absolutely right. Obviously someone had to leak it. Someone had a vendetta against Gruden, I'm glad the truth came out. Absolutely, but maybe you're right, Tim. Maybe there's some monsters that stay in the closet. I don't know. I hope not. Locker rooms don't need it, but we'll see. Boys, let's talk about week 5. Week 5, some key matchups, some key games went down the wire. Me and Fitz went back and forth, and Crosby got it done. We already talked about it. But here's week 5 scores. Anything jump out to us? Anything surprise us? Anything we totally expected, and it just hammered home?
Matt, did you watch the London game?
I did watch some of it. Yeah, I did. And I was thinking,
even though it's just Falcons Jets, and it's Devin's unwatchable game.
I'm like, this is perfect. The game that's sent to London is the Falcons and Jets.
Hey, don't worry. You get Jaguars this week, baby, in the Dolphins.
Jaguars Finns next week, baby. The big teams are rolling out.
That's right.
To be fair, I think the Jags are going to win that. But the one game that did surprise me, actually 2, well, somehow the Eagles won. Has anybody watched that? Like the Panthers were controlling that game for quite a lot, and the Eagles were absolutely dog shit for the first 3 quarters and somehow won. And how terrible the Chiefs are, or
Yeah.
how amazing Allen is.
Hey,
But
Allen's great.
yeah,
And you shut your mouth. Josh Allen's here to prove haters wrong.
not as good as James Winston, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But
Yeah.
hey, I asked Instagram, we asked Instagram, Chiefs Dynasty, is it closed? Nobody said it was closed. They all said it was wide open. This dynasty ain't dead. So they're still banking on the Chiefs to do something, but I don't know, man.
Chiefs
not
are
looking
just,
good.
They've had a tough schedule. I mean, if you look at who the Chiefs have played,
Yeah.
I think they've played all playoff opponents, like at this point in the season, which is it's tough. So they can get it rolling. Yeah, I agree with the Eagles stunning the Panthers. I actually read the Charlotte Observer, which is wild. But I was reading an article just talking about how despite the Panthers having a great defense, Sam Darnold's not going to take them anywhere, which that was pretty harsh on Darnold week 5 of his first year with this team. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Panthers, they're an interesting team to watch. But I think sticking with the NFC South, I think you got to talk about Brady and what was it? It was the first time he threw for how many yards and how many touchdowns? Was it 400 yards and 5 touchdowns at the age of 43?
Yeah.
I mean, just wild.
Dude's a menace to society.
He is beating Father Time. It's just incredible. I actually saw a post on my on some of the movie Facebook group that I follow, and it was showing the age of Wilford Brimley in Cocoon, and he used to be the Quaker Oats spokesman, and Tom Brady. They're the same age, and Brady just looks like a god, and Wilford Brimley just looks like this old ass man.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I do want to say this one thing while you guys were throwing shade at me for my Jameis Winston comment. Jameis Winston has an average QBR of 108, and Josh Allen has an average QBR of 103. So just put that in your little pocket. Just
competition they play. All right.
I like it,
Ain't playing
Tim.
NFC South.
Thank you.
Back
Doug.
that ass up.
How many
Thank you.
times has James Winston hurdled people?
I don't know. Jameis is the biggest he's the biggest risk reward player in fantasy.
He's a roller coaster, baby. 1 week he's going to the fucking top, and the next one, no.
That's amazing. He had what? How many deep shots did he have? Just like 50 yard. It's like 50-yard touchdowns or nothing.
Yeah.
He's only had one more interception. He's thrown 3 interceptions this year. Josh Allen has 2 interceptions. So he's changing this whole narrative here.
Who has Winston thrown interceptions to? Like against what defenses compared to Allen's defenses?
Allen's defenses, Houston Texans, who scored a bunch of zeros, and they scored 40 something on. Like what?
Moving on.
Get wrecked. Speechless.
All right. Whatever. I think you're crazy. Slate, very impressive by the Ravens win. Obviously, I wanted the AFC North to do well, but that means you guys took the number 1 spot in the AFC North, 4-1 now. And the Colts, I am shocked at how bad they are at football. They had the game up 20+ points, and they find a way to lose. The Colts are not the team I thought they would be this year. I thought they would win that division or at least compete with Titans and be within 1 game. But, man, I'm not sold on the Colts this year. I think I'm regretting my choice and putting some money on them.
I still wouldn't count them out. I mean, they're by far the best 1-4 team in the league right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
No, but I got a lot of flack today from a few Colts fans saying that we beat like their second string secondary, and I'm like, listen here, we have 20 people on the IR. That is a legit number. And we just had another person go down yesterday. Basically, our entire secondary. I texted y'all about it. Mm-hmm. Averett was terrible. If you want to see everybody's choking Carson Wentz's dick yesterday about throwing, he threw it to Averett every play. He threw it on that side every play.
He found a booger and he picked him.
He found a booger and he picked it.
Yeah.
And You know what? I'm not gonna go there. Love this Ravens team. I think if anything, these first 5 games has shown that they will fight tooth and nail for a win, which is what I want to see in a championship team. I mean, like I said, 20 people on the IR. I mean,
no running backs.
No running backs.
I don't know if you guys saw Harbaugh's comment. He said he has teams still calling him about current running backs on the Ravens, like active players.
That's the craziest thing of all.
You guys, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you're raising the Raven ashes, Edgar Allan Poe's coming out the darkness or something. I don't know, man, but you guys are doing something down there. Dark magic all around.
It's been awesome. And I think, if anything, yesterday has just solidified my point that Lamar Jackson has worked his ass off to be a pocket passer.
That's right.
The dude, a career high yesterday, obviously, and he looked great. And they're talking about a few missed throws. I think he had 6 incompletions.
88%, 89% completion.
First, what was it? It was the highest completion percentage of a quarterback throwing over 400 yards in NFL history.
Yeah. Like last year, you kind of got on me. I said, I need to see more accuracy in the pocket for him. And he's shutting me out. He's shutting me down. He's putting me through a table. He's doing the damn thing. And I hate it for my Bengals, but I love it for you.
Hey, the only sad thing that happened yesterday is our record. We were officially tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers for most games in a row with 100+ rushing yards. Yep. And that record went bye-bye yesterday, but I'll take the win over that record that I didn't even know existed until 2 weeks ago.
the Broncos colluded to make sure you didn't get that. They're still
I'm sure they did. They're still pissed.
They're still pissed. Well, today I got a little bored. I made an up and down list, AFC North and AFC and NFC teams here. What do you guys think of it? I got the Bills, Ravens, and Chargers all on the up here, while the Jets, Chiefs, and Colts on the way down in the AFC. NFC got Cowboys, man. They look damn good. Arizona, the only undefeated team in the league. Tampa Bay on the way up, especially with Richard Sherman being there. Got Russell Wilson, Giants, and Panthers on the way down. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we didn't talk about Herbert versus the Browns. And Cleveland Browns defense had been all the talk for the first 4 weeks, and Justin Herbert really just picked them apart. So AFC is interesting. I mean, those 3 teams you've got there, I don't know why you put Bosa. You got to put Justin Herbert up there with.
I didn't want to put all 3 quarterbacks. I feel I think you got to quarterback guy.
See those 3. I think with Allen, Lamar, and Herbert. Then you throw Mahomes on the bottom. It's like, is it Mahomes this year, or is he surrendering that title to these 3 young starting quarterbacks? So it's just really interesting in the AFC looking at young quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the AFC was stacked. I couldn't figure out what 3 teams I want to put there because you could throw a couple of different other teams up there and down there as well too.
I secretly love how bad the Seahawks are. Actually, one of the teams I actually truly hate the most is the Seahawks. Hate Pete Carroll. Truly no idea why. Just his whole demeanor, his aura. Can't stand the bloke. I think Russell Wilson's quite overrated. And I love to see the Seahawks struggle. Bring it on.
Hey, he bagged Sierra. All right, you got to give the man props there.
Okay, fair enough for that. But, he's also
punted out of his coverage.
He's also a pro athlete. That's pretty.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a while. Thumb injury. Tim, I don't know if you've diagnosed him or not. You've looked at his thumb, gave him some clinical visits or not. I don't even know. I just know it's a thumb injury.
I didn't look too much into it. I heard it was essentially like a mallet finger injury, like an avulsion of a tendon, and I guess he also had a fracture in there too. So it turned out to be a little more than just like a tendon avulsion. But that was like 2 sentences I read on it. I don't know any more than that, and I could be completely wrong, but especially on a throwing hand, like that's no bueno. So it's going to take a while. And the trick with the injury he had is that it has to be immobile. Like other injuries, you want to work on like mobility early. Mobility's key. Literally, if he moves his finger in the wrong way, it will undo any surgery he had. So like
Just explode the hand.
He's got to be like very cautious with this rehab coming up. So it's going to be a little more than I think people had initially anticipated.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Geno Smith. Didn't realize he's still kicking around in the league, but he came in, thought he had a chance to beat the Rams, and well, you can take him out of New York, but you can't take New York out of him.
You know who else is going to be working out with the Seahawks to potentially be backup? Blake motherfucking Bortles.
War Bortles.
I'm pumped for this.
Wow.
Big Blake Bortles guy, huh? Big Blake guy.
Blake of the year.
Wow.
Yeah. I hate to, I didn't want to I couldn't put the Packers in there, or I could, but I decided to put the Cowboys over the Packers in there just because of what Dax is doing on the way there. And plus the special teams, question mark for the Packers.
Yeah, Packers are a little improving right now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, they beat one hell of a squad Sunday, but you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some top performances here. Lamar Jackson diced up the Colts. We've kind of already talked about him a little bit, but did he just put himself in the front running for MVP status?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I agree. I mean, you throw for 400-plus yards, 4 tutties. You're doing the damn thing. You're running the ball. You're not just a running back anymore, young man. I mean, him and Josh Allen, I think they're duking this thing out. Kyler Murray as well. But Lamar Jackson last night, from what I saw, he's got my vote right now.
Samesies.
All right. And then Devontae Adams put on a damn clinic Sunday. Torched my secondary for the Cincinnati Bengals. Is he the best wideout in the league? Mike Williams also had one hell of a day for the Chargers as well. The two Green Bay guys say, yep.
And it has been for like 2 years.
He's been there. He's been at the top for like 4 years, 5 years. He's just now getting recognized.
Non-biased guys.
Packers fan. Yeah, classic Packers fan.
Dude, everyone was copying his release from like 4 years ago. They're like, this Devontae Adams, gosh, his release is just the best in the league. And we're sitting here like, why is everyone talking about everyone else at the top? Devontae kept getting snubbed. But
yeah, I think
he's there now. He's there.
I think before ankle injury, I would take Michael Thomas over Devontae.
Michael Thomas, his ankle
Slant
injury.
boy.
I'm just saying. I mean, Devontae's top 3 receiver, but I think that's why he's getting all this recognition now is because Thomas is on the sideline. And Julio, he's always a mystery. You never know if he's playing or not.
You still got D-Hop playing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Jamar the Bank Chase. But
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, I mean, one hell of a season. I can't hate on him. Like, I learned firsthand Sunday that this man is the truth. Put the sombrero on him. He's having a fiesta. Hey, we're ready for our pick'ems.
Let's do it.
We got some tasty pick'ems, man. It's tasty. Can we just take a second and just what the hell was Belichick's son doing with his mouth? Like, what the hell was going on with it?
Crazy.
Just wild.
I think he's a Sith. I think he's. When I see that, I think of like the Emperor, and he's about to hatch some evil ass plan.
Do it.
Do you reckon
Well-
he's said, do play 66?
Execute play 66.
I feel like he saw like some funnel cake or something, and he was just having a moment.
He's a wild dude. He's a savage. Shout out to the Belichicks just being wild. But let's start with our first Thursday night game here, or our only Thursday night game. I don't know if I said first. Big Tampa Bay, Philly, getting after it. Tampa Bay -7 favorite, over under set at 53 points. Who we taking?
Give me an order.
Hey, let's go. Fitz, Tim, Matt. Hopefully Slate's back, and then me.
Sounds good. I'm taking Tampa. Despite Philly, they're never out of it, especially with Hurts. But I think Tampa's back on. They're back on track. They had a slow start, but they're back to it. And Brady is playing the best ball of his career. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa. They only have hiccups with elite teams, and Philly's not that. So
You got to be crazy to pick the Eagles. Tampa.
Well, you got to be crazy. Call me sane. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I mean, come on. Tom Brady gets this thing done. Are you kidding me? TB12, avocado ice cream all day long. They get the job done. Slate, Buccaneers, Eagles. Who we taking?
The Eagles, easy.
What did I say? What did I
Just
say?
kidding. Just kidding. Obviously, Tampa Bay.
That over looks kind of tasty. I mean, Philly's been scoring some points. Buccaneers have obviously been scoring lots of points. I mean, honestly, we just need Tampa to do what it does and Philly to score 13 points and we get the over. I might hammer that one. Next, New England Cowboys. Cowboys, 3.5-point favorite, over on us at 48. What do we got?
I'll take Dallas, and I think not a lot of people are talking about Cowboys defense. Cowboys defense, they've been getting takeaways. They've been getting pressure on the quarterback. I think they give Mac Jones a long day, and Dallas continues to be on the up and up. So, go Cowboys.
Fitz, can I just say from season 1 of Pub Sports Talk to now, you started saying defense instead of D, and it's better because you used to say the Cowboys D is real good.
That's just the Cowboys D, man. Like the old sign, the defense with the man. It's
I'm glad you switched back to defense though, because now
right.
I don't.
I may flip back
face.
just to mess with you.
meltdown in 3, 2, 1. The Cowboys are going to implode like they always do. I feel like this is the week Belichick is going to mind crush McCarthy on the sideline. Give me the Pats.
You got to take the Cowboys. I mean, the Pats could even beat the bloody Texans. And I mean, Trevon Diggs, what an absolute find he is. He's been unbelievable for the Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys all day long.
Cowboys for sure.
Yeah, Tim, I understand what you're saying, but this is not the week Cowboys implode. Caleb Morton said they're the best damn team in the league. I ain't saying that. I definitely ain't saying that. But the Cowboys are a contender. They're offensively, defensively, they're clicking at the right time right now. Give me the Cowboys, and they cover easy. I think Patriots they can't find the rhythm yet on defense.
That's an Antarctic cold take from old Caleb. I mean, that's
he's a little biased.
That's frostbite.
Hey, you want to hear more cold takes? Go check out Florida Score Sports. Those boys always do a good job, and we appreciate them. Let's move on. Las Vegas Raiders without a coach going to Denver. Denver -3 favorite, 44.5 is set the over/under. Both these teams coming off a loss. What do we say?
Yeah, really interesting with no Gruden. Does that make the Raiders hit a speed bump? But I still think this Raiders team is dangerous. You're hoping the interim head coach can step in. I think the Raiders win. I think they pull it off pretty handedly, and Gruden's not a distraction. So Raiders.
Give me the Broncos. Teddy Two Gloves still might be seeing double out there, but I think he's going to get the win.
Hey, he's back though, right?
Yeah, but concussion rehab typically takes at least 4 weeks minimum. But
yeah,
it's the NFL. Who cares?
Yeah.
The Broncos are dead. They were pretty poor against the Steelers. The Steelers aren't very good either, so you're going to take the Raiders. Definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Raiders.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Matt. I'm going to hammer the over 44.5. That just seems pretty tasty to me. The Broncos, Damn it. What were they thinking? They should have beat Pittsburgh. You got to play Drew Lock. He's putting on for Denver. Seth Wagner, Pure Spectrum, he's putting on for you out there. And you play Teddy Two Gloves. He hasn't practiced all week. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. Give me the Raiders. Even without a coach, they beat Broncos with a coach because obviously that coach doesn't have a brain. Dead. Arizona, only undefeated team left in the league. Browns, 3-point favorite. Over under set 53 points. What do we say?
This has to be the best game of the week, I think. I do like Cleveland's defense, although Herbert just exposed them last week. As much as I want to take the Browns, I think the Cardinals keep it. They keep it rolling. Taking the Cards.
Give me the Cards.
I'll go against the grain. I don't know what I'm saying, but I like the Cleveland Browns. Like, I can't believe I've actually said that, but I think they're a decent side, and they'll keep moving.
Mark the date, 10-12-2021, 8:03. Matt said he liked the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely think this is going to be an extremely close game. But I'm going to take the Cards. Don't trust the Browns that much.
Yeah. Tim, you get the Rams you're betting on every week. Cardinals, betting on them every single week. They ain't let me down. Let's keep this train rolling, baby. We're hot. Let's ride a heater until it stops. Over-under set 53 points. Hammer that, baby. We need offense. Let's have some fun. Watch Chandler Jones, Myles Garrett have career days now. LA Chargers, Air Bear going against Lamar Jackson. Now, this matchup is our quarterback's coach's wet dream. Air Bear, Lamar. I'm excited for it. Baltimore, 3.5-point favorite. 50 is the over-under. What do we say?
I'm all in on the Chargers. I know the Ravens are the cardiac team, and Lamar can probably pull them out of anything. But I feel like Herbert can do that too, and I think it's a great duel. I like some of the weapons on the Chargers, and frankly, I like the Chargers running backs better than what the Ravens are scrambling with right now. So I'm going to take the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers as well. If Ravens had, even half their players healthy, I think this would be a really close game. But I don't know if they can handle the offensive prowess of the Chargers right now. So, LA.
I'm going to take the Ravens. I think it's going to be another little tight one. It's going to be another squeaky bum time finish with a field goal going either way. Squeaky bum time.
Oh man, I've never heard that one.
That's the English term of the week.
Yeah, it's a phrase that Sir Alex Ferguson used to say, but that's neither here or there.
We need a graphic for that.
Yeah, it's
I got it for next week.
Yeah, close win for the Ravens.
Y'all are just trying to piss me off. Except Matt, appreciate the support, Matt.
Thank you.
We'll remember that on our championship run. Now this is going to be the game where Lamar solidifies MVP, winning by 3 touchdowns, calling it.
Scorching.
Air Bear's overrated.
Damn. Fitz, you said Arizona, Cleveland's your game of the week. This is my game of the week. I am in love with it. I've got to flip a coin because I can't tell who's going to win. I mean, Ravens are banged up, but they don't need everybody. Heath Andrews, Lamar Jackson, that's all they need out there. Oh, man. Give me the Ravens. Slate, I'm with you. Let's back them. Let's go Baltimore. Give me the wire.
Woo! Now we're talking.
This is a big game.
Dolphins, Jags, huge game. 9:30 kickoff a.m., baby. This is what we send over to England. Only the best. The cream rises to the top. Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins. Dolphins, 3-point favorite, over under 45 points. What do we say?
I do feel like we're climbing like a staircase. We had Jets Falcons last week in London. Now we get Dolphins Jags. Like, is it just going to get just a tad better each week?
Houston Texans, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. I'm going to take Jacksonville in this one.
Getting the first win.
There we go.
What does the scouter say, boys? The Jacksonville Jaguars stink. God, they're terrible. We're going Dolphins just because the Jags are so bad. I mean, I said at the preseason that this was going to be a circus, and the circus is performing. It is a show. Give me the Dolphins.
This is the game that the Jags are going to win. And they're all going to go out partying after, and Urban Meyer's going to be grinding up in beds and pubs all over the country. It's the Jags are going to win. This is it, Tim. The Jags are going to go ahead in our bet.
Scouter doesn't lie, brother.
Yeah, but the Finns stink as well, so
This is the game that nobody gives a shit about, except you two with your little own whatever bet. But I agree with Matt. I think the Jags are going to get their first win.
Hey, Jacksonville is the team that's played in London the most. There's talks that they actually want to move to London, be the London Jags, which would be pretty dope. We talked about this on the show before. So they're used to the travel plan. Urban Meyer, you can't let him go to any pubs the night before, though. Bad recipe for the Jags. Tua, still not playing. Jacoby Brissett, NC State guy. Give me the Jags. They get their first win. Let's go. Packers, Bears, staying in the division of the NFC North here. Huge game. Bears are not who they thought, are not who we thought they were. Tongue twister there. Bears are actually winning games, which they're not supposed to win. Over-under set 45.5. Green Bay minus 4.5 favorite. What do we say?
Yeah, I think David Montgomery being out for a few weeks does not help the Bears in this matchup. I think that's where they really could have done some damage on us. Although they had a rookie come in last week. He had like 75 yards just on the ground, just kind of out of nowhere. I think it's just like a 6th-round pick. But I like the Packers. We're playing with some injuries, but we got the workman's win in Pittsburgh or against Pittsburgh, and then last week against the Bengals. I think we keep it rolling here. So go Pack, go.
Hate to say it, but I'm going Packers as well.
Woo! Love it.
I'm never ever not going to take the Packers against the Bears because the Bears suck.
Packers.
Yeah. You know, every week I'm like, the Bears stink. They're done. I can't put them through a table yet. They just won't die, damn it. Give me Green Bay, though. They finished them off. Aaron Rodgers, they're back. Mason Crosby goes 12 for 12. Whatever it is, they get the job done. Might hit a 70-yarder. Who knows?
Gotta love Showtime 33, the corner there. Every time it gets
yeah.
a first down, you brush the jersey, do the first down. Oh, that's like that's the coolest thing.
Classic. Another pub rivalry here. Guys, I think this is, 4 weeks in a row our teams have gone against each other. Like, this is unheard of. Cincinnati, the curse is all 2 real Lions. Over-under at 48.5. Cincinnati, 3.5-point favorite. What do we say?
You know, I hadn't circled this pick yet. I think after the emotional speech that Coach gave in the press conference, you know, he was really teary-eyed, just really made me feel for Lions fans everywhere. Like, this coach has only been there a few weeks, and he already feels their pain, like how hard they try, and they just can't win. I think they rally. I think that was what needed to happen, and I think Detroit gets their first win against your Bengals. Go Lions.
I needed that, Evan. I really did. I'm going Lions. Shocker. Dan Campbell makes me want to run through a damn wall. And he's going to get it done. Go Lions.
You going to cry like Dan, too?
I mean, I talked a little bit with Evan before and Matt. He's the definition of a player's coach. If you can't appreciate that emotion he has in the game, then get the Gruden out of here.
I guess this game comes down to the state of Joe's throat. because he was pretty banged up from that hit, wasn't he?
I learned to slide.
Yeah, he'll learn to slide. He'll learn to slide this week. He'll be all right. Gotta take the Bengals, and I'm definitely betting on that as well. Only 3.5. Take that all day long.
AFC
Music
North
to my ears.
rise up. Let's go Bengals.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. Cue that Guns N' Roses, baby. You know I'm taking the Bengals. Tim, I said last week I'm done betting on Lions. Well, don't you know, Sunday morning I roll around, see that wonderful Lions, Vikings. I said, you know what? Lions get their first win. I'm done betting on the Lions. Done. Dead. The curse is too real. I can't bet on your boys anymore. You're going to get a win. I'm rooting for you, but I can't put any more money on. Claudia's going to kill me. Bengals win. Tim, get married Saturday. Sunday, we're still in Asheville. I said we meet up. A little viewing party for this Bengals-Lions game.
We can make it happen.
Get the whole crew, all the boys. They're going to be there. Let's do it, except for Matt. We'll video you in. And let's watch this shenanigans unfold. Just a thought. All right, here we go. Texans, Colts, 10-point favorite. 1-4. 10-point favorite. Think about that. Over on set 43.
I'll take the Colts. I don't really care about this game.
Give me the Texans.
Long neck nails.
How are the Colts 10 points favorites? They suck.
Jonathan Taylor hype from last week, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a great player, but he's a good player. But the Colts are going to win, but the Texans will definitely cover that, surely.
Colts.
Yeah.
Honorable
you got to give me
mention.
the Colts. I think Texans cover, though. I'm with you, Matt. If I'm betting, I might take the Texans plus 10. If they had Tyrod Taylor, man, the most unlucky NFL player ever, this is a different story. I think maybe the Texans are favorites here, but I hate it for Tyrod. Really do. Here we go. LA Rams, New York Giants. LA, 10.5-point favorite. Tim, this is your team you're always betting on every single week. 47.5 is the over-under. What do we say?
Yeah, I don't know how you take the Giants in this one.
No
this
Saquon.
Rams, yeah, exactly. Giants without Saquon. This is Rams all day.
Vanilla Vic, possibly out.
Vanilla Vic. That's the greatest nickname from our producer, Wes.
Last year, the turf monster almost made the sacrifice at Metfield and took Daniel Jones down. This year, he about did it again. Gave him a little contra coup injury right to the head, right to the dome. Yeah, Giants are done. Give it to the Rams.
Yeah. Don't need to say anything, Rams. By 20.
I'm saying Rams by 35.
I mean, the Giants, their center goes down. Vanilla Vic probably not playing. Saquon definitely not playing. The Rams by 1.5 miles. I'm with you, boys. 20, 30. Give me 25. They get it done. Price is right, Bob. Kansas City Chiefs, Washington team. Kansas, 6.5-point favorite over and set at 47.5. Both these teams are not having the seasons we thought they would. We thought Washington would be a lot better. We thought Kansas City would be a lot better. Something's got to give.
Yeah, this is another one I couldn't circle immediately. I like this matchup. I'm a big fan of Washington and Taylor Heineke, but I think there's too much at stake for Chiefs in their division. I think the Chiefs roll with this one.
Yeah, I'm giving it to the Chiefs.
I'm excited to see Taylor Heineke outplay Patrick Mahomes, and then the alarm bells are ringing, aren't they? The alarm bells will be ringing around the Chiefs, because I think I'm definitely going to take the points of Washington. I think Washington are going to win outright.
Look at the balls on the Englishman.
Look at that.
I don't know about that, but I like the Taylor Heineke hype because that's my guy.
Me and Matt are on the same wavelength. I'm going with the football team. I think the Chiefs are beyond dead.
You
Close
can,
it.
already,
Slam that window.
you can already see the headlines like, the Chiefs are done. Trade Patrick Mahomes. Like,
Andy Reid fired.
yeah, get him out of here.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Yo, if they lose this, the bells are ringing. Blow up the Chiefs. I don't know what the hell you do. You don't come back from this. The Chiefs, this is where they turn it around. They start making a run and they start getting people to talk about, hey, we're still in this thing. We can go win best 2 out of 3 here. Chiefs, or it's a long season for Chief fans. That bandwagon's going to be real thin. Second to last game, Vikings. Matt, we know you like this one. Other Matt, not you, Matt. Going against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina, 1.5 point favorite. Over-under set at 47 points. Who we taking?
Yeah, I think Carolina gets back on track, but Minnesota, they're similar to the Ravens in the sense that every game they're in, and it comes down to the wire or comes down to a field goal. I think it's going to happen with Carolina, but I trust the Panthers defense. They're going to pick Kirk Cousins on his final drive, and that'll be the storybook. So yeah, don't touch the spread. It's going to be a close game, but take the Panthers.
I'm going Panthers as well.
I think the Panthers have been found out recently, or whether it's been Sam Darnold's been found out recently. But I believe McCaffrey's back this week, and that's obviously a changer. And I was going to take the Vikings, and I just realised that, and now we'll say the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers, because who the hell can trust Kirk Cousins?
Carolina's lost 2 in a row. They're supposed to be one of the top defenses. We were hearing about them for the first 4 weeks. They've fallen off. Vikings have been just silently staying under the radar. Not good, not bad, mediocre. You like that? Give me Kirk Cousins. He gets it done here. Carolina, I just don't trust any Panthers team. I can't do it, won't do it. Not today, not ever. Final game. Matt, you love this one. This is for you, Matt. Russell Westbrook. Seahawks going against
Russell
Pittsburgh
Westbrook.
Steelers. Dang. Russell Wilson, he's not even playing.
That'd be awesome if they got Russell Westbrook to be their quarterback. That would be phenomenal. I feel like he'd be great.
Yeah. Well, hey, Geno Smith. He'll play great for, quarter and a half, and then the Jets take over. Over-under is at 43 points. Pittsburgh -4 favorite. What do we say, boys?
Pittsburgh pretty easily. This is the Sunday night game. We haven't done Monday night, so we got one more. Should have one more game. I'm taking Steelers. You did?
Yeah, we went out of order. That's my fault.
Give me the Steelers.
Oh, maybe we didn't. We didn't.
What a shit game for a Sunday night. Like,
waiting all day for a shit day night.
What a shit game this is. Don't care. Steelers.
Slate?
Thinking.
Oh, come on.
This is the game you don't care about.
The one in London was definitely the game.
Thank you.
There's two. This has got to be an honorable mention because I hate the Steelers and I don't really care for the Seahawks. I'm not interested at all. But just to keep the AFC North, we'll pump them up. Let's go Steelers.
Hey, man, this is the telltale sign. If Denver was actually a good team and Pittsburgh beat a good team, or Denver's not an actual good team and Steelers beat a bad team. I think it's the Seahawks. They've got to bounce back. Pete Carroll, that defense has got to come and play. Geno Smith, just don't lose the game. You don't have to win it. Just don't lose it. Give me the Seahawks. Give me those 4 points. I think they cover it. Over under, I'm not touching. That scares the hell out of me. One final game. You're absolutely right. Monday Night Football. Bills. Smashville Titans. Bills. 4.5 point favorite. Over is at 50 points. Who do we say?
And I'm taking the Titans in this one. I think Derrick Henry actually gives the Bills some trouble. I don't think they've seen a running back this season, like a real force. I think the Titans are good. I think they're good enough to hang around. I'm taking Tennessee on Monday night. That's my upset pick of the week.
Give me the Titans.
Let's go Buffalo. I'm a big believer in the Bills right now. I think they're the best team in the league.
Oh, hell, King Henry.
King Henry has been running that damn ball all season long, putting the offense on its back. Tanner Thrill been doing the best he can. Julio, 50-50. We don't know if he's playing. Nationals offensive line, kind of a question mark. Bills offense has been blowing up. That defense, though, kind of a question mark up until the past 2 weeks. Micah putting on a show. Micah Hyde, secondary, got an INT, pick 6 for like 40-plus yards last week. Looked hella good. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, pick up Tannehill by the throat. King Henry with the other hand. Double through a table. Give me the Bills Mafia. Red cups flying everywhere. Bills get it done.
I think Derrick Henry's going to stiff arm Micah Hyde and put him on a poster.
He probably will. Josh Allen will put somebody else on a poster. He'll hurdle him. We're good. Going to be one hell of a game. I'm excited for that Monday night. Monday Night Football has been delicious to us. It's been amazing. It's been electric. I haven't thought of a bad Monday Night Football game this season so far. Knock on wood.
Steve Levy ruins it for me every week. But.
Yeah, Manning brothers should be back next week. So not this week, but next week, I think. Hopefully this week. That'd be cool. Matt, it's your time, man. It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
Matt, corner picks.
Right. I mean, this week, so in the last week of the footballing world, it's been international. It's been an international break, so teams are qualifying for the World Cup. But that's sort of really boring stuff that, it's crap games to watch. So what we're going to talk about is the two big things that's happened in the Premier League off the field. And that is, one, Tim, your beloved Watford sacked their manager.
Get him out of here.
And they have hired Claudio Ranieri, who won the Premier League legendary with Leicester City way back in 2017. Yeah, 2016. Way back, all those years back, all 4 years ago. Seems an ages ago because it was sacked in 2017. He's been at 4 different clubs since, and he's done absolutely nothing. So whether he'll actually win the Premier League, well, he's not going to win the Premier League with Watford. He's just going to try and keep them up. Who knows what's going to happen? But he's a legendary manager, no matter what happens. But we'll see. And they've got quite a hard start this weekend under his reign. They've got Liverpool at home. So good luck to that, because that's going to be a toughie.
Whoa.
Massive toughie. So, yeah. And then the second thing, and this is even bigger, Newcastle United, a big team, legend, a huge fan base, have been bought out by essentially the Saudi Arabian government. Newcastle United are now worth £300 billion. And to put that in perspective, the Manchester City owners are worth £20 billion. Newcastle United are now hotly tipped to be like Manchester City, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, and be like one of the best teams in Europe within 5 years. I mean, they're linked with picking up Frank Lampard as a manager. They're linked with Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, even Kylian Mbappe from PSG. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, Newcastle going to be crazy good in 5 years' time. So, watch out for them because they're going to be ridiculously good. Ridiculously good.
Well, you footy fans don't like this, right? Like, there's an uproar about another country coming in here and pretty much buying a team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. Because it just guarantees them success, and it's the Saudi Arabian government just like coming in and sports washing is the term, where like British people think better of the Saudi Arabian government, despite the fact they have horrendous human rights record. They have terrible laws on LGBT and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, and all the people from Newcastle go, "Oh yeah, we love it because we might win the league in 5 years." So yeah, it's not good, but that's my football. That's the world of football. Annoyingly,
Not a good week, but hey,
but
maybe it gets better.
maybe it might get better. But looking forward to the weekend. Mentioned earlier, we've got a big game of Watford Liverpool, way early in the morning. That's gonna be an absolute cracking game. Watford are going to struggle to win. Liverpool should really, really win. They've been playing very well recently, and I think they're still the last undefeated team in the Premier League. So keep an eye out for that one. There we go.
Hey, I like it. So you're saying take Liverpool minus
Yeah.
1.5. You probably win by at least 2 goals.
Probably, yeah, should well do.
Yeah. Hey, probably should do. You heard him. Put some money on it. Bet the mortgage on it. That's confidence. Well, boys, we ready for the pub parlay? Hey, come on. This is why we're here. This is why the people tune in every week, to make some money. We've been let down a little bit. Slate, I don't have a piece of paper with me, so I have to charge you for writing this down, or I send it to you later. Doesn't matter. We're doing this damn thing. Listeners, watchers, let us know if you hop on with us. We use my bookie. Use whatever the hell you want. Just make some money with us. Let's do this. Anybody want to start us off?
I'm going to trigger everybody and go football team over the Chiefs.
Woo! What, money line?
Don't care. It's the automatic bid.
Man, I hate it. I already hate it.
Pub parlay starting off.
You know what? Let's go big or go home. Go ahead and lock. Titans are going to cover the points against Buffalo. I don't know if they'll win, but they'll get the points.
This is going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
If it pays off, though, big money.
Go ahead and lock my Astros over the Red Sox Friday evening.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Okay, I was going to go quite safe, but I'll go for it. And I'm going to say Aston Villa to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Ooh. I get behind that.
There we go.
This just seems like it doesn't seem like it's a big enough jump like you guys are making. Oklahoma State is a 5.5-point dog to Texas. Give me Oklahoma State. Give me those damn Cowboys shooting off the guns. Give me OK State to beat Texas.
I'm throwing in another one just for shits and gigs.
Oh, there we go.
Kentucky to beat Georgia.
Yeah, okay, I wanted to do that, but 23.5-point dog, that's the upset of the century. It has to be.
Ranked number 11.
I'm a big UK guy. Go Wildcats, but
I'm a big UK guy as well.
Don't touch that one. Don't touch it.
Hey, Pub Parlay, we're going big or going home. Watchers, listeners, join us. Let's make some money. Because if we hit this, this is huge.
We are insane.
Yo, that's awesome. Shout out
Guys,
to us.
by the way, we're getting our ass kicked.
Yeah, 20-3
Yeah,
app.
I saw
App.
that.
Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go. Chase Price.
We're just doing a pick.
Ooh.
Not really. It wasn't Chase's fault. Bounced off the receiver's hand. Whoever the receiver is, I don't mean that bad. I'm just telling like it is.
Yeah. Hey, we got to bounce back. We're a second half team. App always is. Let's go. We can do it. Hey, question of the day, and Matt's actually got 2 for us.
Oh,
I'm pumped
hell
for this.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
He
yeah,
came
so
prepared.
first one. After his last film was released in the role, who was your favorite Bond? James Bond.
Daniel Craig by a long shot.
Okay, fair. Do like a big fan of Daniel Craig.
Big fan. I mean, I don't know. Pierce Bronson did not just didn't do it for me.
Fair.
Can we take a pause real quick?
Go
Matt,
on.
this question is directed at you, and it's by another Matt. And I didn't see it till now, so I apologize.
Oh my god! How about Arsenal? Right.
Yeah. How about Arsenal? How they looking? Sorry.
So they've actually been quietly gaining a bit of momentum recently. They've had a couple of wins, and they're not doing too badly. After what was a horrendous start, which we were all laughing at, they absolutely smashed Tottenham at home at Emirates, which is big for them. This weekend, they've got Crystal Palace, London Derby. I think they're going to win. Is at the Emirates. I think Crystal Palace aren't very good. This is going to be quite an interesting game because Patrick Vieira, players mixed up, was a legendary Arsenal player when Arsenal were the Invincibles, when Arsenal were Arsenal. And he's a manager of Crystal Palace, so he's going back there, and it'd be an interesting return for him.
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate you, Matt. Sorry, Matt. Didn't see it till now. Sorry, Devin. My apologies. I'll be a better host one day, I promise. But talking about Bonds, you're saying Daniel Craig.
Oh, for sure.
See, I gotta go Pierce. Like, I grew up with him. When like my dad would watch all the Bond movies. He had all of them. But like when the new one came out, it was Pierce, and I don't know, just grew up with him. Called me a nostalgia idiot. I gotta go with him.
Tim, pass the Kool-Aid over here. Let's go. That's mine too. Pierce Bronson. I grew up with him, and you're right. Like, I love watching Daniel Craig, even Roger Moore, going back a little bit. Sean Connery's also, but Pierce Bronson's my dude. He's my Bond.
For me, it's not even close. It's Sean Connery. It's the OG, man. Sean Connery he's Bond. He is the James Bond. I don't think it's even close. That's my guy.
And mine's going to be Roger Moore. I love Roger Moore. He's very quirky, very very punny, loads of jokes, and also can be very serious at times. Big fan of Roger Moore.
Yeah, definitely. And you had another one.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys saw it today, but the NFL announced 3 cities where the NFL announced 3 cities where they're going to be playing games in Germany. And the question is, where do you want to see the NFL go next? Which country?
I feel like I would want them to go to Australia so that we can show the Australians how to really play football.
That's a good answer. I like
That's a hell of an answer. Because we're still their punting style. All right, so let's see. We're in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
England, Germany. So now we're branching out from those 3. And now Aussie, because that has to happen.
Give me Canada. I mean, we have these, like, of course, hockey and basketball. I mean, they're our neighbors, you know. Let's just let's share the love.
What about like Alaska? I mean, I know it's not a country, but like what if there was just a game in Alaska? Like how nuts would that be?
Hey,
They've done the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, you know. Let's go to Alaska.
You know how pissed those NFL players would be? Like, hey, the Pro Bowl's in Alaska now. They'd be like, no, we're not fucking playing. Like, we're not doing it.
Yeah, you thought Green Bay was cold. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Hey, Alaska has some really dope fields. Like, me and Claudia drove around, and I'd like creeped on the high school fields. There's some cool spots, like right there on the water, like glaciers are over the top. Like, it was cool. give me China, right? That many billions of people in the area, like it's got to click. It's got to take off eventually, right? Yeah, give me China.
Yeah, you'd have to do the Falcons for coup. I think that would be a must.
I'm keeping it Asian. I'm thinking South Korea. I think all the lights and stuff like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fix it uncensored.
Not uncensored. I'm just speaking my mind.
I mean, I can see the NFL doing that, and I think eventually it will. I think we'll see the NFL tour more and more worldwide. One hell of a schedule for those players, but glad that's not us. So, shout out to them.
I mean, Canada makes sense, right?
No, that makes the most sense, most logistical sense. Because every
Surely
other major league plays.
The Bills
in Canada.
must have played at Toronto once, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Question: are we sure that Koo is Chinese?
He's from South Korea. Yeah, I made a mistake there.
Oh, God!
Yeah, come on,
Fitz.
Fitz, come on.
Fitz on a roll, man.
I apologize.
Dropping F-bombs and all types. All right, anyways. Hey, one great show. I love it. Listeners, watchers, be out the lookout for our new album covers. Shout out to Case Designs, Case Customs. She made it for us. Let us know if you like it, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. But Matt, welcome to the cover, my friend. You finally made it. Mama, we made it.
Ah.
Hey, that's going to do it for the show. Have one hell of a weekend. Bet on some sports. Enjoy it. And let's make some money off this huge parlay. This is going to make some huge money.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time.
See ya.
In a bit, go well.